It's time to talk to our favourite person in the world in our favourite day of the week, which is Megyn Kelly Day. Lovely to see you, rock star.
It's great to be here.
Nice to see you. Missed you while we were away. Now, let's get to a few things, including, I'm sorry that we're going to go here, but I'm going to anyway. Why can't Trump shake Epstein? Why does he keep saying things as well that push it on for another day? He's in Scotland and he's talking about how one of the key victims used to work at Mar-a-Lago. Shut up!
Yeah. He can't help himself. I mean, honestly, it goes back to the Sean Hannity saying to me one time, which is Trump's problem is not that he lies. Trump's problem is that he tells the truth. And he just doesn't really care. He doesn't have a filter. I really think it's the function of a man who really doesn't have anything to hide on this front, at least. There's a reason he's not producing those Epstein files. My own suspicion is there's probably a lot of rich Republican donors and or friends of his who are in there who, you know, he doesn't want to see unfairly accused. But I don't think it's to save himself. I really don't. I firmly believe if Trump were in the Epstein files in any meaningful way, it would have been released already. But the history between Trump and Epstein is pretty well documented. And it's so crazy what the left is doing now on this latest revelation, where they asked him, did Jeffrey Epstein like steal workers from Mar-a-Lago? Because Trump volunteered that's the reason their friendship ended, their 15-year friendship. He said, you know, he would come to my club, Mar-a-Lago, and he was stealing some of my employees. And I said, don't do it. And he did it again. And then I said, you're done. So the reporters are like, is one of the people he stole Virginia Giuffre, who it's already known was one of the employees that worked at Mar-a-Lago in the spa who Jeffrey Epstein stole as an employee. We all knew that. She was on CBS News years ago talking about it. She also talked about how she really loved working at Mar-a-Lago. She had zero problems with Trump or anybody there. I mean, and now all these headlines out today are like, Trump admits Epstein stole sex trafficking victim from him, as though Trump was sex trafficking her and then just lost her to like another mob boss who sex trafficked her to a different gang. It's ridiculous. We've all had employees stolen from us by other employers who will pay more or offer better hours or what have you. It's a very well-known expression for what happens when you lose an employee you don't want to lose to another competing employer. It's very strange. And why are we even treating it as new that Virginia Giuffre worked at Mar-a-Lago, was stolen away by Jeffrey Epstein, and Trump knew that? I mean, these are not new reveals to anybody who's been paying attention to Epstein. So I think that's why Trump feels totally comfortable talking about it. He doesn't have anything to hide. It's just the media that wants to now, to its own discredit, make the Epstein story about Trump. And it's really just so myopic and honestly annoying. The Epstein story is important, not because it's going to sink Donald Trump or is about Donald Trump. It's because of elitism and people having enough money and connections to get away with anything, literally anything, and powerful cabals inside and around Washington that no matter what administration is there, seem to want to protect those people who, unlike the common man, can do whatever they want, including potentially abusing underage girls, and get away with it. That's why people care about it, and Trump's promises of transparency. So it's not about Trump. And the more the left tries to make it into a Trump story, the more the right is going to recoil and say, we're out.
Let's go to the other end of the pond, as shallow as we could get here. The pearl clutching around a bloody jeans ad, okay? Sydney Sweeney, current it girl, yep, 11 out of 10, wow, amazing, right? If you had to draw, this is what you would draw, right?
Yes.
The ad says, Sydney Sweeney's got good genes, and then people have turned around and it's become jeans, white people, blue eyes, hair, big boobs. Oh, my God. It's a jeans ad, Megyn.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
Yeah. You know what? The whole thing's so annoying. I'm here to tell you there's nothing wrong with being blonde, blue-eyed, and white. Nothing.
And
nothing
beautiful.
whatsoever.
And 11 out of 10. And somebody who'd stop traffic. Come on.
I'm not so sure about the boobs situation, but in general, it's fine to be white, blonde-haired, and blue-eyed. I'm sorry, it's okay to say that. And the irony here, of course, is that if you had a Hispanic girl in that ad, if you had a black girl in that ad, a mixed-race girl in that ad, an Indian girl, an Asian girl, that'd be fine. Fine, fine, fine. You can celebrate their genes, but you cannot say anything about white genes because we're all still stuck in the Jim Crow era, in the slavery era. And we have to pretend that there's been no progress made whatsoever. We haven't had a black president. We don't have black Supreme Court justices. We didn't just have a black vice president and a black nominee for the Democratic nomination, black secretaries of state. No, there's been no progress. That's all you need to know. We're just as racist as ever over here in America. And there can never be a reference to good genes if you're talking about a white person, number one, never mind a white woman, number two, because there's a special hatred for them among the class that's lecturing us. And God forbid the person have blonde hair and blue eyes. Well, I am here to speak on behalf of blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white American women. There's nothing wrong with us. F off if you don't like the fact that we celebrate how good we look in jeans and possibly having good genes, period. And you know what? It can apply to you if you're redheaded and brunette and black-haired or black-skinned or brown-skinned. It's like, take a chill pill and relax. Just calm down. What we're celebrating here is beauty. The jeans comment is clearly a reference to her ass and her boobs. It's not her skin that anybody with two eyes can see. Only the weird leftists have chosen to freak out over this. And for them, I have a special message. Suffer! Good.